Josey, are you kidding me? It's been 2 weeks. No kids yet? Looks like you hauling around a couple gallons of milk back there, girl. Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. It sure is a hot one here in Louisiana. We've been getting up to about 96, 97 degrees every day. But we also have some goats that's kidding around. So we're out here in the barn doing our daily rounds, checking up to see what's what. And the goat right there is Miss Frex. She's one of my favorite milk goats. Last year I showed y'all her daughter Napoli. She is a year old now, and she had one little boy. The little boy was quite big, but she did very well delivering him. She was a smaller build than her mother, so the little boy had a little bit of an issue, but I don't think it's going to be anything permanent. He is just as cute as they are. And now we are waiting on Miss Josey to kid. She, no kidding, looks like she's going to kid for weeks and weeks before she actually kids. To where her udders actually look like they're going to explode and drag the ground. But you see, she's still eating and still blowing and a-going. She's going to get her some more grass to chew that cud. And right here behind me is the spoiled little Regal. Was sitting right behind me on the bench. He is so beautiful and so handsome. He's growing and doing extremely well. He has just fit right in with all the rest of the little miniature Nubians and the Nigerian dwarfs that we have here on the homestead. So this is going to be our new buck that we're going to keep for breeding. We purchased him far away from our home to get some fresh new blood on the homestead. We have sold Tex because he was just too big for my miniature Nubians. But right here, Mr. Regal looks like he's going to stay pretty small. And that's always what you want to go for if you're looking for a little stud, is make sure that he is smaller than your girls so that your girls shouldn't have any issue when it comes to kidding season. If your buck's too large, a good chance that they will throw off larger kids, and it could compromise your nanny, possibly lose her and the kids. Trust me, I've learned from experience from years ago. So for some of you newbies, be careful when you think you're getting a good deal or a cheap goat, that the goat is actually what you want for breeding with your girls, and that he is comparably a good bit smaller than whatever size your goats are. Now Miss Napoli is moody. She's not happy with Regal because he is a little spoiled. He's about to be tossed over to the buck pen. But she is usually the one that gets all the attention, little baby girl herself. But no, she's not too happy right now because she's got a new kid. And she's a bit protective of the little kid. See if I can move over here without him running off. That's the little boy. His little front legs was a little bit turned in because he was in the womb, and she is comparably smaller than her mother. And these are miniature Nubians. They're already small. But his legs is already doing better. He is already about 3 days old. And he is getting around just beautiful. He's nursing and doing just fine. So they say around 3 weeks or so, his little front leg should stretch back out. He just did not have enough room in the wound because his mom was a little small. But she had the most beautiful delivery. Did not have no problem whatsoever. And Frex is being a good granny here. She's been helping Napoli take care of the baby. And he has even tried to nurse on Frex. But Frex is a good grandma. She just pushes him right on around under Napoli, and he just goes to town nursing. But it is a little buck. But that's okay. We'll keep him around for a little while. And who knows? We'll see what the future has to bring. And it's so cute. I want y'all to watch it for a second. He'll go over there to Granny because she's been just by him as much as Napoli, the mom. And then she'll just push him back over there to his mom to let him know that he is going to the wrong mama. But he is doing just lovely, and they're being very protective of him. They won't even let me come over there right now. And plus, they don't really, Frex don't like the camera. Napoli don't really mind too much. Huh, Napoli? She says, I'm not camera shy. Y'all saw her in the milk room on one of the videos last year when she was a baby and her mom was up on the milk stand. And now she's going to be getting up on the milk stand. It's just a sweet thing seeing the granny goat and the mama goat, the new mama, first time kidding and having a new little baby. 3 generations right there. So sweet. And Miss Bonnie here is the same age as Napoli. I think she's actually maybe a week or 2 younger. I don't think she is bred yet. We're kind of hoping she wasn't. Waiting until probably next spring when the buck is closer to a year old to breed. And Miss Maple does not appear to be going to kid this season, which is wonderful and fine by us because we wasn't really expecting them all to be bred. We did know there was a possibility. Sometimes we just let them all run, but the Nigerians come in season more often than the miniature Nubians. So that was the risk that we took. Oh, poor Miss Josey. All pregnant in June. Hot as July out here. Miss Buttercup gonna be camera shy here. Such a beautiful girl. I'm not 100% sure. I think she may be pregnant, and if she is, she usually only has, as I was saying, Miss Buttercup usually only has 1 kid if she was to be expecting. Now Miss Josey is so miserable. Now she's back over there under the shade tree. She's been doing this for 2 weeks, y'all, and it's so hot. I'm so thankful and so grateful to be blessed to have pasture with pecan trees to give my goats some shade. It's so sad. I see so many goats and cows and farm animals, and I know, y'all, they're just animals. But when you're an animal lover, you just hate it for them. But they don't have shelter, and from the wind, from the cold, from the sun. It's just a blessing having a homestead with shade trees. At least it gives them a little bit of a break. Yes, it's still hotter than 2 goats in a pepper patch out here. But when you have a little bit of shade, it makes all the difference in the world. So I guess the next video on the goats will probably be Miss Josey. And we'll see how many kids she has. She usually has 2. But for some reason, she looks like she's a good bit larger than she was last time she kidded. And last time she kidded was about, I think, 18 months ago. And maybe a year ago. I'm not sure. But she had 2 beautiful little girls. So hopefully she throws off some girls. Because I know lots of people are wanting the Nigerian dwarfs. And as y'all can tell, I have mentioned it before in other videos, she gives me almost 2 gallons of the most richest, creamiest milk ever. So I'm pretty sure her other 2 kids that were sold off, when they become bred and first time freshening, they're probably going to have that same good bloodline that's going to be passed down. And I would see and expect no different with Miss Josey, that if she has some girls, but they are also going to make excellent milk goats. So I guess that's all for today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for visiting and watching all of my YouTube videos. It helps keep my channel in the algorithm. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave friendly comments. And we'll see you next time. And farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Oh, yes. Don't y'all all remember those days of being pregnant and ready to just get this thing over with?